But anyways, let me continue. Let me continue to the next story I want to get to. Next story I want to get to is Jeffrey Epstein, folks. You ready for this? They released his Amazon orders, what this guy would order on Amazon. Things are about to get a little bit weird here, okay? So let's go through the story of what type of stuff this guy was ordering on Amazon, all right? Is it a similar order to Diddy, which was a lot of baby oil? I don't know, but let's go take a look at it, okay? Let's go read this thing here. So Jeffrey Epstein, shocking Amazon purchase history, revealed in DOJ's latest files released, including schoolgirl uniforms. I'm sure we're not surprised with that one. And kinky items. So let's see what this is. Epstein had a weakness for junk food, apparently, an obsession with binoculars. I don't know what he was trying to
Weird.
Well, I mean, it couldn't make sense because there were rumors about the lemon and a taste for twisted, including schoolgirl uniforms and prostate massagers. Prostate massagers.
They sell those on Amazon?
Yes. His purchase on Amazon reveals the notorious, well-documented pedophiles' buying habits are detailed as part of the trove of tens of thousands of documents being released by the Department of Justice, including 1,006 Amazon receipts from 2014 to 2019. Those automated Amazon email receipts show Epstein ordered 4 regulation girls' school outfits from uniform company Cherokee to its Upper East Side manse on East 71st Street in 2018. The order included 2 types of full-body dresses, twill girls, shorts, and a Tommy Hilfiger girl adjustable pleated skirt. 2 days after Christmas in 2018, the sex-obsessed money man ordered a $61.50 Sonic prostate massager, okay? That's apparently sold out right now on Amazon. No, I'm just kidding. By Prostate Health Center for Home Use Prostate Health. The records show Epstein sordid shopping list was not random, but in fact constitute a map of power. Relational trauma psychologist Desiree Nazarian, great last name, told the Post, on April 18, 2017, he procured bottles of Vagifirm, all-natural vaginal tightening pills, on herbal supplement that promised increased lubrication and libido and firmer breasts for $64.95, Vinny. Which is on discount right now, $64.95, according to the records. Ironically, Epstein ordered a novelty $34 black and white prisoner's costume on August 6, 2018, exactly 10 months before he was arrested on July 6, 2019. And this last one is, he also snagged an FBI costume, pair of Israel Defense Force combat pants, IDF, a bevy of sauna hats, and 4 books of Vladimir Nabokov's, including the notorious pedophile-themed novel Lolita, records show. Okay, Tom, Vinny, what are we learning about this Amazon order? Is there anything here that's getting you to say this is craziness? Tom, I'll come to you first.
I don't, just when you think that the actual evidence can't get worse and more creepy, it does. It basically, to me, this just sort of ties a terrible ribbon around the top that if anyone had any shred of speculation, it's gone. What this shows is that there is reason they're trying to hold these files back. There were more pictures of people, pictures that were inconvenient, and there's this stuff. Nobody wants to be part of it. Everything wants to go away. And if you want it to go away, it goes away one of 2 ways. You put a lid on it and you put fingers in your ears, and the government just waits till the public loses interest or stops screaming. The second is you drop everything at once, let everybody get covered with mud, and then get over it. But when you keep it like this, it just keeps going and going and going. Because now people are saying, wow, oh my gosh, buying all this stuff, what a freaking creep. And now it goes back. Who was with this creep? There we go again, back in the circle. It just gets worse.
Vinny.
Yeah, I remember, what was it, a year and a half ago when we were talking about this, and Adam was like, man, nobody cares and nobody cares. But you know what? It seems like people still do care, even though we're not getting any legitimate answers, because we're not at this point, and we could all agree, we know what the hell's going on, okay? There are people at the top that are disgusting, I'm not going to call them all pedophiles, perverted pedophiles, and guys that are they just love preying on innocent underage children, okay? just think about it. Look how much news is happening with Minnesota fraud pan, California, and all this stuff that just a couple days ago, we saw a trove of documents that showed Bill Clinton in a hot tub like this, married Bill Clinton, you know, the ex-president of the United States, in a hot tub with blacked out faces, Epstein with little children in his arms. Now he's buying all this stuff on Amazon. And guys, it's like old news. Look at that. That's the ex-president. If that was Donald Trump, forget it. You wouldn't hear of any news. But just like what we learned with this Minnesota fraud, because it's the left, because it's the Democrats, nobody talks about it. Okay? So you know who's really in charge. But Pat, I'm not surprised. And the only comfort I feel, because you know me, and Tom, you're the first one that's ever called me the Angry Patriot, and I am where I am today, in that label, which I wear it proudly, besides having faith over fear. I have trust in God. And guys, if you stress out, okay, and you're worried and you're frustrated like me, just know that all of them, from the Epsteins to the Clintons to whoever was involved, they're going to have to answer one day to the actual judge. So feel comfortable in your heart of hearts. If no justice is done here, they're going to get it one day, sooner or later. Just know that in your heart of hearts.
Adam.
So totally understand why people want to get to the bottom of Epstein, but let's think one thing clear. The Epstein list could have 1,000 different names on it, but the Democrats only want one name. They want Trump. That's all. Their entire identity, it revolves around hating Trump. And if you just take Trump for what you actually see, give a little timeline. I think it was 2006, Epstein gets arrested. 2007, Trump basically kicks him out of Mar-a-Lago and goes, get the hell out of here. By 2008, Epstein has to register as a sex offender. 2015, Trump's running for president. He's doing interviews. He's doing the whole charade, going on all the shows. Out of nowhere, someone goes, so what are your thoughts on Jeffrey Epstein? Nobody knows Jeffrey Epstein at this point. So basically 2020, right? He goes, yeah, total dirtbag. That's something you probably want to ask Prince Andrew about that. And you probably want to ask Bill Clinton about that. 10 years ago, Trump said this, 2015. So my North Star is this. If Democrats had anything on Trump, don't you think they would have done it and put it out there in the last 10 years? It's such BS what Trump is dealing with. The country is in a malaise right now because they're obsessed with the Epstein thing, and the Democrats are trying to pin it on Trump when there's literal pictures with him and Clinton and who was the guy, the Harvard guy, Larry Summers. We know about Prince Andrew, and the Democrats just want to force this Trump thing down our throat, so to speak, and I'm just not buying it.
Well, okay, there you go. I mean, the reality of it is we're learning more, and we don't know what's going to happen next. We'll see as these stories coming up. Now we know what the guy ordered with Amazon.
Right now, with everything that's happening, I think the spiritual battle that the nation, that the world is going through right now, I think it's more obvious than I think it's ever been. And I think letting people know, I was watching Gladiator, and they kept saying, hold the line. I watched another movie. I was watching Game of Thrones. Hold the line. When it comes to Christianity and your spirituality, I think having faith and not caring about anything. Dylan, I actually, Pat, and you remember this on the plane coming here, guys, on the flight here, the turbulence was so bad. I have my biggest fear of all is flying. Ask Pat, I'm sitting next to Pat. We're dropping, by the way, we're in Aspen. The mountains are like this. The altitude, it's horrible. And we're coming in for landing, and we finally all nervous. And then Pat's like, ask Dylan, like, Dylan, were you worried? Were you worried? Were you scared about anything? And Dylan, how old is Dylan, Pat?
12.
Pat?
12. He's 12 years old.
Okay, Lumsden Showman. 12 years old goes, Dad, no, I'm not afraid. I have faith because I'm not scared about anything. Because if anything, God forbid, happens, I'm going to be with God and Jesus Christ in heaven. So again, wearing this shirt, guys, I can't tell you how many messages I get of people seeing the back of faith over fear, and people like, hey, what does that mean? What does Hebrews mean? And then the conversation sparks, and I learned from Dylan at 12 years old, in that moment, what do you have to be afraid of? Nothing. You have nothing to be afraid of if you have faith. And yeah, we have the faith over fear hat. Boom, just like that. And the Valuetainment. Guys, I rock this all the time. And yeah, if you want, go to vtmerch.com and rock it.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.